Hello, everybody. This is Wise here, Steve Superstars. Today, I'm not going to talk about real estate, but today I have a guest, Emma Hull. Emma is a life coach and founder of Life Untethered. She specializes in teaching mindset mastery, so you can be confident in your personal and professional life. Emma left a successful leadership career, so that she could coach full time and help as many people possible lives that they are excited to wake up to every day. That's my formal introduction. Welcome, Emma. Before we start our question or topic of the day, which is why people are failing to keep up New Year's resolution. I want to just know why you chose to be a coach.
Why I chose to be a life coach. That's a great question. First of all, thank you very much for having me on. This is super fun. It's great to see you and to collaborate and to reach out to more people. So hi, everyone. And thank you for humoring me with this non-real estate episode, but I hope you find it useful. I chose to be a life coach because I worked with a life coach and it changed my life and really helped me to move through a really, really difficult time in my life and get clarity on really who I am, helped me to stop trying to be who I thought I was supposed to be and instead let myself be me. And I've been working in leadership for years, so I have tons of experience coaching and mentoring people as employees. And so I'm like, why not coach and mentor people in their whole lives so I can help them to shine personally and professionally?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that passion and I love that why. I always ask this question: why people do what they do, and to hear the story and the motivation and the cause, right? I think is very important. So that thank you for sharing that with our viewers. So let's get to the topic. Why are people failing with their New Year's resolution? Today is 20th. Pretty much, if you have not kept up with your New Year's resolution for 21 days, you are not good for the rest of the year. Is that
Yeah,
true?
they do say, right, that it takes 21 days to make a habit. Full disclosure, I made a New Year's resolution and I made it 2 days. So it, and really, honestly, the reason that people fail is because they make resolutions that they think they should do versus the ones that are actually meaningful to them. People get kind of fixated on the idea. Like the one that I failed on was doing dry January. And then I went out for lunch with a friend and they're like, should we have a beer? And I'm like, sure, why not? But it's because I didn't actually have a good reason for doing it. I was just doing it because I was jumping on the bandwagon of doing dry January. Just like a lot of people making a commitment to go to the gym and eat better. But why do they actually want to do that? What is the actual goal that they want? So you need to have something that's actually meaningful to you and that you feel incentivized and motivated to work towards. And then that makes all the difference versus just making New Year's resolutions because you think you should.
Right. So you had mentioned something about what is the difference between a resolution and intention, right? So what is the difference?
Yeah, you hear all these different terms kind of going around, and people have their opinions about should we be making resolutions, intentions, having goals. And honestly, I really believe it's just semantics, and you can get yourself caught up in that instead of actually taking action. So use whatever word you want. I know quite a few people who have kind of a negative feeling about the term resolutions because they have a history of failing with them. So maybe, if the word resolution doesn't feel good to you, don't use it. With the concept of an intention, it's more about that end goal, that feeling, that result that you're looking for. And one technique that can work really well is using that to have like an overall kind of word or theme for the year that you want to work towards, so that then all the goals, resolutions, intentions, whatever, fit under that. And it helps you then to stick to this theme instead of thinking about, oh, well, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. For example, my word for the year is simplicity. And that really helps me when I'm making decisions to think about, does this align with that, versus, oh, I made a resolution that I would not drink for January.
Right.
But really, it's use whatever language works for you. I think we get too caught up in, am I using the right term? What does this actually mean? Am I doing this right? And I believe it's all about doing what feels good to you. So use whatever terminology feels good to you, and work towards something that's meaningful.
Absolutely. And we were having a previous discussion on this, right? And how, we kind of in our conversation with something like it doesn't have to be black and white, in the sense, if you failed at something, like, you tried it, failed at it, but again, you moved one step towards achieving that goal, it's not a failure, right? It's a defeat, not a failure. And don't be too hard on yourself and saying that, oh God, I can't do it anymore. So tell us a little bit about how people can, manage to stick to their resolutions, even at maybe, failing at 21 days, right? So how they forgive them and not be on themselves, right? How prolong and try to achieve what they want to achieve.
Yeah, that's such a great question, because we are, as humans, really hard on ourselves, and we kind of make it mean the end of the world, that because I didn't keep up with my resolution, I'm a bad person, and you can go into this spiral. And absolutely, you need to encourage everyone that's watching. Probably everyone's kind of slipped up on something or knows someone who has. Give yourself a break. Recognize that you are human. And take a moment, maybe reevaluate your goal. Maybe it was unrealistic. Maybe you had said you were going to go to the gym every day for an hour, but that's just not viable. And maybe what is more reasonable is to go to the gym 3 times a week for 45 minutes. Set yourself up for success. And actually, I was talking to one of my coaching clients about this yesterday, about the importance of setting yourself goals that are achievable, so that you can actually be successful and then feel good about that. And then you can layer more onto it. So maybe, let's say your end goal for this year is that you are going to, I don't know, let's pick run a marathon. And so you aren't going to start out on January 1st by running a marathon. You're going to take incremental steps towards it. And it's important that you set up a plan that is gradual and that allows you to succeed. And then it's also really important to realize that you are human. You are more than likely going to fail at some point. So letting yourself just have a plan for that. What is going to happen if I skip a workout? Do I have to start my training program all over again? Or do I just pick up where I left off? Notice and evaluate why, what happened? What was the cause of it? Maybe I'll use an example that we've spoken about. Maybe there was a huge dump of snow and you had to spend an hour shoveling your driveway instead of being able to go to the gym. Really? You can't beat yourself up for that. You got done what you had to get done. So you just pick up the next day and carry on. But also maybe the reason that you missed the gym is because you pressed snooze because you'd been up to 2 a.m. watching Netflix. Now, that is something that you can do something about. So notice if that's the reason you didn't go to the gym, and make a commitment to yourself that you're going to just watch one show or turn the TV off at midnight so that you can get however much sleep you need. It's really all about setting yourself up for success. As humans, we like to feel good. We want to be rewarded. We want to be told that we did well. So why not create an environment where you're going to be successful so that you can give yourself that pat on the back for doing well, because that will motivate you to do more.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it is a little bit of, towards discipline, but not being absolutely strict about it, so that you fail yourself and you don't absolutely, right. That's a bigger harm to you and your goal and your resolution, rather than have achievable goals, then and you achieve them, and then you push yourself little by little, and do a little bit more every time, right. So it's like, I guess, just going to the gym and not trying to like bench, like 200 pounds first day, right. Doing the 20 and the 40 and the 60, right. So that you gain the confidence that, okay, your body is getting used to it, your mind is getting used to it, you're actually breaking your bad habit of not going to the gym, and then going to the gym, and improve yourself day after day, and maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days a week, and maybe by the time of the new year comes by, you are doing 7 days a week, right. So that's excellent, right. So there are people who make the New Year's resolutions and fail, and there are sometimes people who don't, right. And that's okay, right. That's still okay.
Absolutely. You don't have to set a New Year's resolution, but I do encourage you to have goals in your life,
Goals.
because you need to always be striving towards something. Without
Right.
without direction, without purpose, you don't get satisfaction and reward, because you're just kind of going through the motions. So you
Yeah.
can set yourself goals on a weekly, daily, monthly basis. The New Year's
Right.
just, I don't know why did New Year's resolutions become a thing? I have no idea.
I guess we have a plan for everything and professionals for everything, but we don't have like a personal guide for us, right? You get sick, you go to the doctor. You have a legal issue, you go to the lawyer, right? I put myself in there. You want to buy a house, you go to a realtor, right? Right? You have to do your taxes, you go to an accountant, right? But what about your life plan? What are you here for? What are you doing? And what have you done? And what are you doing? And what you want to do, right? For yourself, right? And others, right? So can you enlighten about why people don't invest in themselves? Right?
Yeah, that's such a great analogy that you gave there, that absolutely we seek professional support in so many areas, but then often it's self-care and self-improvement ourselves is often the last area that we're prepared to put the work in. And what I see with a lot of people that come to me as well, they're coming to me because they recognize that they've been trying to fill the void with other things. So maybe, overeating, maybe gambling, different kinds of behavior that they've been jumping from job to job, whatever. And then they realize, oh my goodness, I don't know what I want. I don't know what makes me happy. I don't know who I am. And so then they come to me to help them connect to themselves. And it's kind of damning of our society that we've come to that place where we really don't prioritize ourselves. We're putting our jobs, our family, our friends, everything else first. Whereas I really believe that we should put ourselves first, because when we invest in ourselves, we know where we're going, we're more motivated, we're healthier, and then you contribute more in your job, in society, you're a better friend, you're better in relationships. But people have this resistance, just the same as, I'll often get people come to me and they're saying, well, is it covered under my extended health? And I ask them the question of, like, why is your well-being not important enough to you to pay for? Why is it only important if someone else will pay for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I don't know, maybe you can help us understand, what kind of do come to you, and what kind of help, do you provide, and maybe give us an example to our viewers to if they want to get into life coaching, if life coaching is something that they need, or if they just need it temporarily, right, for a short period of time. Maybe there are some challenges in life, personal, spiritual, health related, relationship related, career oriented. So what can you share with us? What kind of help you get?
Absolutely. My clients come to me for all kinds of reasons. I have a couple of individuals who came because, as I alluded to earlier, they just kind of didn't have any sense of purpose, didn't have any joy anymore. And they're like, I don't want to go through life feeling empty. Other people come to me because they want to work on their physical well-being, and others, maybe they're looking for a relationship improvement. Generally, though, everything's connected. So let me just backtrack. Whatever someone comes to me with initially, the first thing on our first coaching session, I go through an assessment and look at their whole life and in different sections. And you realize that it's all connected. And I help them to see what the thread is, where they're sabotaging themselves in all areas of their life. And so let's say someone's come to me looking for help getting their business up and running. And so we'll work on business strategy together, goal setting, how to implement, your business systems so that that's all running effectively. And we'll also end up talking about, usually get into, your boundaries and how you communicate and how you take care of yourself and how that shows up in other relationships. And then maybe we find out that, their self-care isn't great, their physical health isn't great. So helping them to prioritize on whatever they want to work on there. I have, a client that came to me because she is in debt from gambling. But when we started working together, it's really about that she's just come out of a relationship that was an abusive, controlling relationship, and she doesn't know who she is. She was never allowed to think. And so now she's trying to find ways of controlling, and fell into gambling through that. So instead, I'm helping her to learn how to control her life in a healthy way, and how to make decisions that help her become, a powerful individual all on her own, who trusts herself. I had another client come to me because she had anxiety, like she couldn't leave the house without having an anxiety attack. And we worked through that, and I helped her, and she's able to go out and do things. Like she was on a family vacation and she ended up going up on the stage and taking part in some, competition, like a karaoke competition. And
Amazing.
so she's gone from not being able to leave her house to being able to do that. There's so many different things, but anyone watching, if you are feeling like a bit lost, that something's missing, that you're destined for more, then I can totally help you. That is the kind of person that I love working with, because we can look at all the areas of your life, help you to prioritize which area to work on first. And then, like we talked about with the resolutions, you set yourself small goals and make them achievable, and it comes into this snowball effect, and you work on one area of your life, and other things start falling into place. So life coaching really is incredibly transformational.
It's amazing. That's life changing. It's amazing. Probably started very satisfying for yourself, and very helpful for your clients. The life changing for your clients. So everybody watching here, how can they reach out to you? I'll
Yeah,
put in
I would
link
love. Oh, sorry,
right here
I
on the
think there was a
banner. I'm
delay.
putting your phone number, your email ID, as well as your website right there. So anybody watching can reach out to Emma, Emma at lifeunconsidered.com, www.lifeunconsidered.com, or 1-250-267-5350, or message me, or DM on the Facebook or LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever you guys are watching through. So Emma, right now we are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So we are now being watched by all these three platforms, and then we can save and share it with our clients or friends, and they can watch it and reach out to you. So guys, Emma, what about my audience likes free stuff? So can they consult with you for a brief amount of time to find out if life coaching is for them, and if you can help them in their situation, whatever it is?
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing all that information. And hello, world watching live. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm The Life Untethered. So, yeah, if you are kind of curious, reach out. You've got my details there. Drop me an email, give me a call, send me a text, or you can go to my website as well, and you can schedule a consultation there. But if you want to just have a quick chat, you can DM me on Facebook
30
as well.
minutes, 3 minutes free consultation right on this
Yeah,
channel.
so give me a quick call and
Yeah.
see if you, or already if you're like, oh, I want to work with her, we can set up that free consultation. You can go to my website and schedule it at a time that works for you, or just reach out to me and we can figure it out that way. And then I've got a special offer for Wise's audience. If you're watching this, let me know that you found me through this video here with Wise, and I will give you 10% off a life coaching package if we decide that we want to work together. Yeah.
Guys, that's money off. You are getting a discount, right, for watching, for getting a part of yourself involved here. And I'll just share my little story with Emma. And I met Emma at the Zoom show. You guys are probably watching me do all these shows. So I met Emma at the Zoomer show, and I was just, I think I was heading for a quick snack or something, and I saw her speaking to somebody, and just here, and her energy and her personality, I guess, the aura was so positive that I'm like, I got her. Like, this life coaching, what's this life coaching all about, right? I went, grabbed my Starbucks and back, and then we had a great connection. And Emma is amazing personality herself, and she's got like the positive vibe, and she is doing so much good for the community, for her clients. And you know what, just associating myself with her, getting my life on track, it be it spiritually, mindset wise, health wise, relationship wise, business wise. She keeps me accountable, very accountable. So every week I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta be, reporting to right. So not to say that everything is like I said, everything is functioning all great, but slowly the improvements are there, and that was our actions. Try to make small improvements so that you can get better and better at it. It's not going to transform overnight, and you can see the progress. You can see that you are moving towards achieving your goals, and not just a New Year's resolution. It's in the life plan. It's want to do for your business, for your life, for your relationship, for your health. What do you want to contribute to this world? What is going to be your legacy? What is your why? I mean, there are so many and so many distance we have, and we take away from it. And she keeps me accountable. I report back her numbers. Literally, if you are realtors watching, literally I report my leads to her. How many leads I got? How many calls I made? So guys, if you're you need some accountability. Yeah, and if you are just anybody watching going through a tough time financially, relationship wise, whatever it is, right? I think Emma can guide you through and get you out of the situation and make positive life, because so right here, my boat right here, life is a one-time offer. Don't waste it. Get it on, and Emma, you do that. So thank you, Emma. Thank you for coming to the channel and sharing your expertise, and sharing and giving the discount, and making yourself available for our audience. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. It's wonderful. And I am so proud of everything that you have done. And yes, I do hold you accountable. And I also encourage you to celebrate your successes as well. So
Absolutely.
it's accountability with a fun approach to it.
Absolutely. So if you ask me how I am celebrating, my association with you, this is my celebration. So this
Yes.
is how I'm celebrating it. I want to share it with a lot of people. So I'm sort of a person where if it's good for me, it's good for you, everybody, right? Guys who are watching, please do send Emma a message or liked. If you like this episode, we will try to have more of this, and keep following us. And Emma Hull, thank you so much for your time. And you have defined our journey through this year 2023. I think we are going an awesome year. And for everybody watching, have an year, be positive, and keep that mindset. Be positive, and mindset thing. If you're mind to it, you can do it.
100%. Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Take care, and we'll share this shortly.
Great.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks.